Policy is frequently seen as a play, but seldom does a policy meltdown shape the base for an factual live video play. Northern Ireland hasn't had a devolved by the government for 18 months, following a force-sharing transactions among the two major parties, the DUP and Sinn Féin, compressed. With later down there include been 2 elections, lot of policy rows and several transactions or no transactions situations, in no mark of an end to the impasse. Currently, the policy parties are gear up for a struggle, although in the brilliant 8-bit quality assurance how just an arcade game-style live video play can ensure. The painter over it is Andrew Pope of Rome, who is 23-year-old and lives in Belfast. He began work on the draft recent December, but just finished it in July. While I excited behind Household of College in Scotland, the entire concept of the impasse and the system meltdown was jarring about in my chief, and it was thing I requested to put on document. But it went via several incarnations, consisting a brief animate and a comical volume up Andrew, populated on a live video play, following Game Road Soldier 2 and figure parallels among the deadlock at Stormont, and a virtual struggle up. A big portion of the issue in Stormont is how, if you see at it love a null-sum play wherever down there are precise winners and losers, later you can't get everywhere, he told. How was the spot I was hard to do, he's not a way to resolve the meltdown, but it seems to be the just way house creature prosecuted by the two major parties. Brushcrafting a live video play of scrape and figure political community of all of Northern Ireland's major parties, conducted period and force. Fortunately Andrew has several skills in how region. My dad was an art tutor and I've been doodling with I was no year, he told. Andrew scheduled each nature and backdrop by brush in pen and ink up scanner them all in his machine to construct the play. He though roped in his friend, a Katerina McKnight, who done the 8-bit styling piece of music give her the play how authoritative arcade game audio. I was thought the impasse may so end up I completed it. That would include been nice for Northern Ireland, but for me, the silvery pad is how the impasse didn't end by the period I put the play of, he added. One day the two players include choose a nature, fight can start but down there's a future capture. Thou can just act as Arlene in Courage and Michelle O'Neill. It says you can open all the other but down there's no framework for making how, Andrew told. He's an additional jest since it says you include to win more than seats, but down there's no technique to urge and pull. It relates to how I believe a lot of the less sounding include been blocked out of the discussion at Stormont. Especially in regulation of how the meltdown is provided in the otherwise of the UK, you don't get to listen lot parties external of the DUP and Sinn Féin. But which on the struggle himself, is it fisticuffs relying on policy spot scoring, and can one gamer, for sample, expand a application of anxiety to unit their enemy of remarkable a strike? Thou can assault every some but you can't score a strike, both of letter unit each assault, told Andrew. In the application of anxiety and how reasoning in Stormont plant, down there's no way for each of the parties to gain. So in the play it doesn't question which attacks thou re-disembarkation, he's before determined how he's departure to job and how's why both of letter unit all. He's disappointing how we don't include a by the government and refuge had one for so length, and I stay by the spot I'm manufacturing in the play. Not all of Northern Ireland's policy hitters do an exterior in the play, but if things stay as they are for lot much longer, Andrew might include to go behind to the figure executive board. Could excellent Stormont Impasse 2, straight guideline, be on the cards? I believe, Northern Ireland Secretariat, Karen Bradley might aware superior rather than I would on the chances of straight guideline, but if how's the way we're header, it would be a worth continuation, told Andrew.